What's up, guys? So it's been a rough couple of weeks for me. You know, with the ice storm. Let's start with that because that's where my hell starts. And I've seen some videos. I think it was Instagram. Northerners laughing at the people here in Texas complaining about, oh hell, I don't know what it was, a half inch of snow, if that. But the majority of our problem here was ice, and me having the experience of spending an entire winter up in New York and being in Boston up to Maine, all those places in the winter. One thing Northerners don't understand is, where literally you have hundreds, if not thousands, of snow plows, de-icing trucks, salt trucks, contractors that do this for a job. You probably literally have thousands of contractors that handle the shopping malls and the suburbs and all of that. Here in Texas, I'd be shocked if they had 10 snowplows for the entire state. So it's a little different. So, but for me being, in the broadcast business, and it's also known as the vertical real estate business, because my towers range from 500 to 2,000 feet. Ice can be a very deadly event, and it can definitely destroy a lot of things, including roofs, HVAC systems, just anything on the ground. Because when a tower gets ice on it, a 100-foot antenna that's 1,500 feet in the air, and that ice decides to come off that tower, it destroys anything that it hits. So that's what I've been dealing with since this ice storm. It started out with my power outages, obviously trees falling, blowing out transformers and stuff like that. But then when it warmed up enough for that ice to start falling, especially in Austin, I have this little tower, just barely 500 feet, and got this radio station in one of my little buildings. It's just a 20 by 20 building. But ice fell off that tower, put gigantic freaking holes in the roof, and just demolished the HVAC systems outside. Then I have to scramble. I have to get a roofer out there to make temporary patches on the roof. I have to get an HVAC contractor out there to try to get the HVAC units running, because those transmitters, you may wonder why I have to cool a building in the wintertime, but those transmitters put out a tremendous amount of heat in that room, and they cannot operate if temperatures in that building is 100 degrees. The transmitter would just shut off. Yeah, so that's what I've been dealing with. I also had one of my master antennas. I got a nine FM station master antenna that developed a massive leak in the transmission line. I have to keep the transmission line pressurized to keep the moisture out and helps keep the temperature down on the line. And it developed a massive air leak, and so that was this last Sunday. I had to start calling contractors to line up them to get out there so we could find the leak, patch the leak, and now we have to go back next week because I've got the antenna manufacturer fabricating a part that we need that's going to be shipped to me Monday. So I'll be back in Austin next week getting that done. But in between this time, this last Saturday, Hannah, my Belgian Malinois, 14 years old, she got sick. And by that evening, Saturday night, she passed away. So within one day, literally, 2 days before that, the day before that, she was fine. If you know anything about Belgian Malinois, they never sit still. And she was go, go, go all the time. And then I went out there Saturday morning, and she was in her doghouse, and she just didn't want to move. And by that evening, she was gone. So, I had her 14 years. I had her since she was a puppy, and best dog I've ever had in my life. She knew everything about me, my moods. She could read me like a book, and I could read her like a book. We've been together so long. But yeah, I'm definitely going to miss her. Never have another one like her. Don't want another one like her. So now we just have Ragnar. He's 5 years old, and he's going to be the last dog I ever have. I'll tell you that much. My wife says when we'll go to Thailand, we're taking him with us, but yeah, she may get more dogs, but I'm not going to have any more. So that was very hard on us. I buried her this past Sunday, and yeah, still not over that one. As far as green card updates, we got a letter from the USCIS stating that on Zhao's green card, they require more information. And the stuff they're listing, okay, let me back up. We got this letter, the same letter, for Tung Chinook's when we filed her green card, you know, them saying that they needed more information. And at the time, I blamed that on the lawyer because, you know, we sent everything to the lawyer. And I was just thinking that the lawyer was incompetent and didn't send everything that we had sent. So when we did Zhao's, you know, we said, screw paying a lawyer to do this. We'll just do it ourselves. So I know we sent everything in. And I don't know if if the USCIS is just incompetent and misplaced something, or is this a delay tactic? I can't understand why it would be a delay tactic, but those are the only two things. They're either incompetent or it's a delay tactic that they do to everybody. So I'm not, honestly, at this point, I'm just not even sweating it. We'll send the stuff in again and we'll continue on the process. Tung Chinooks haven't gotten anything on that. I believe we're 16 months in now, and they're saying it's a 20-month process typically. So we should get something back in another 3 or 4 months on that. So hopefully they don't come back saying they need something else from us on her. So that's what I've been dealing with. That's what we've all been dealing with, you know. Like I say, 12 days of pure hell working, and Hannah passing away, and all of this. So I'm ready for springtime. I'm ready for some sunny weather. Of course, I got a little bit sunburned in Austin, you know, but yeah, I'm ready for some good times to start coming my way, right? So that's going to be it for the update, guys. Sorry for it being so depressing, but that's life sometimes, you know. Hope everybody's doing good, and I'll see you on the next video.